until about a year ago. I have 3 teenage kids, 1 in college, 2 to go. I was beginning to miss them a little bit, thinking I'd spend some time with them. I had the good fortune to start up a business, and that was going pretty well. It took me to every university in the country, which I loved. I was doing some volunteer teaching at Harding High School in Bridgeport, teaching a class called How to Start Your Own Business. But what a difference a year makes. And there I was, 2 nights ago, standing on a stage with Joe Lieberman and Alan Schlesinger, and all of a sudden, these LaRouches are singing in the crowd. They start singing Gregorian chant. Did any of you watch this debate? And I thought I was prepared. I had my 3x5 cards in my pocket. I was ready to hit on the issues, but my God. And I wouldn't trade a second of it in, because it's so important that we make a change in terms of how this country is headed. Let me just take 3 of the issues that Brendan brought up and see if I can talk about them a little more. You know, one of the things that got me in this race is the fact that we have 47 million people without health insurance. And as a small business guy, I can tell you that my health insurance costs have doubled in the last 6 years. They have doubled. It's bankrupting working families. It's bankrupting small businesses. And if we don't deal with it, it's going to bankrupt the United States of America. And we had a little debate the other day, and I said, look, my Republican friends say, we can't have universal coverage because first we have to make the system more efficient, a more efficient delivery system. And my Democratic friends, and I'm one of them, we say universal health care, universal coverage, that should be a basic right for all Americans. And let's face it, you're never going to have a more efficient delivery system until everybody is covered. And that's what they didn't understand in that debate. They said, we can't afford to cover all those people without health insurance. No, you can't afford not to. Those people, I mean, it's business. This business is walking away from health coverage. It's gotten too expensive. It used to be that 70% of us were insured through our company. Now it's closer to 60%. That's why you have the uninsured. And every time there's somebody uninsured, they end up waiting till they're too sick. They end up going into the emergency room. They end up going to a hospital bed. It's the most expensive type of medicine there is. It's so wrong, it's so unfair, and it ends up being built into the premiums of everybody else out there who's paying for health care in this country and paying for health insurance. And it just seemed to me that politicians in Washington, D.C. don't get it. For 18 years, the situation has been getting worse and worse and worse, and they're not dealing with it. So we put forward a plan. We put forward a plan that would reduce the cost of health insurance for small businesses. And we told business you ought to provide a basic level of health insurance for all your people. That way we're going to get to universal coverage as a basic right for all Americans. And